Does Trump being president of the United States second time round have any effect on the Australian property market? Well, I'm not here to say whether you should be pro-Trump or anti-Trump. It's just to answer the question of if there is an effect. Well, if we look at some of the issues that America's had and compared to Australia, in the last 4 years, America has gone through a massive migration influx, and obviously Trump's going on about the illegal migrants that came in. The second part is they've had a housing crisis, which has also happened. They've had a third problem, which is the cost of living crisis. So if you look at those 3 points, cost of living, migration, and compare that to Australia, and with inflation and interest rates, they're very similar issues. The change I believe that's going to happen is that what we're seeing in America is that it's a new breath of fresh air. It might not be new for some because they've seen them before, but it is still new for most, and that's why he got elected in. And that to me is about confidence. So Trump at the moment might bring some confidence into the American market that things are going to change. And that does have a direct impact in Australia, because Australia in the last 4 years post-COVID has gone through 600,000 new migrants, has gone through a housing crisis, a rental crisis, and a cost of living crisis. And with inflation going up and then interest rates going up, so you can see that there are similar challenges. So what that means is I believe when Trump gets elected, and now it's about to happen in a month or so, is that we're going to see more confidence in the Australian property market or share market or the economy markets anyway in general. And so I believe that there is going to be an upward trend with demand for property. Put that in with interest rates that have been high now for a number of years in Australia, and rates are meant to go down sometime next year, maybe early next year. I believe there's going to be a quiet mini boom in the Australian property market. Lastly, we have a federal election next year also. And that's the same challenges that America had and most other developed countries had for the same issues, being migration, housing crisis, rental crisis, and the cost of living crisis. And maybe we may see a change in government next year tackling the same issues that Trump tackled. And that will instill more confidence into the Australian property market next year, 2025. So my take is that this is kind of the last quarter, which I believe, before we see a surge in property prices, just as there is anticipation that interest rates are going to go down. And the intelligent investor, which I'm hoping is you, is going to get into the property market now before the rest of the population gets in. So yes, my take is that Trump coming in does boost confidence in the Australian property market, and that's what I feel is going to continue to happen next year.